Alright, my beautiful baldies, we're back with that new One Punch Man Sweet and Sour Chicken. What an interesting chapter we got here today with chapter 190, Mosquito Girl is alive. The villain from episode 2, when Saitama met Genus, she is still alive, and we're gonna find that out. She's serving food now. I guess she's reformed her ways or whatever, and this is gonna tie into Dr. Genus, as Zombieman is going to try to break his limiter like Saitama, and this very well may happen. It may be possible that Zombieman gets a crazy upgrade. And this is super cool because if you've never seen the fight with Zombieman versus Pureblood, you are missing out. Oh my god, those chapters were just so beautifully done. Zombieman is just a very, very cool character. Like, there's like entire fan pages for just Zombieman. He is extremely awesome. My Mask wants to make Saitama like the All Might of One Punch Man. He wants to make him the Superman, the one hero above all that everyone can look up to, the idol. And it's basically something that a My Mask can't do himself, but he wants Saitama to do it because he knows that Saitama has no limits, or at least he's pretty sure that Saitama is the one true hero, the one above all that has no limits, that defeated Garo. He actually is the savior. And we also get a lot about the Neo Heroes and Child Emperor in this chapter, and at the very end, the last page, we get to see a group of brand new, super powerful S-level heroes from the Neo Heroes, and I'm gonna explain who those guys are and girl. But first, let's start from the beginning with the cover page giving us yet another beautiful shot of Saitama for all you guys who like to color out there. I swear Murata does this on purpose. Like, he gives us these plain models so we can just color them, because I'm sure people, reply to his posts on Twitter all the time showing their coloring, so I think it's nice that he does that. I'm not sure if he does it on purpose. And this chapter is titled Scheme because there's quite a few characters in the series right now scheming around, being shady and suspect. Let's get into it. So the main focus in the beginning of the chapter is around Child Emperor, who he understands that Beaufoy has some really shady stuff going on. He can't rely on him, he can't trust him. The Hero Association to Child Emperor seems rotten to the core, and he just simply doesn't believe that they have good intentions anymore. He meets up with Zombieman for a milkshake, and basically just saying that everybody's been making fun of him for his name and he wants to change his name. Long story short, he goes to the Hero Association, packs up all his stuff, he puts on some sunglasses and slicks his hair back, and he just straight up walks out on the Hero Association. Child Emperor, who's one of their best S-rank heroes, incredibly highly technical, can hold his own, has a lot of intel, he just straight up left. And this is pretty much the beginning of the end for the Hero Association. Now, as he's walking out, he sees Mr. Schneck, and he sees Schneck and he says, hey, that case that they just put you on, the monster was already destroyed 6 months ago. Among the executives of the Hero Association, there are vile individuals who run illegal side businesses selling captured monsters and kaiju as pets and ornaments. It seems that there has been a number of cases in the past where those have escaped or caused disasters during distribution process once they have reached their buyers. This isn't the first time there's been casualties. The project you've taken on is just one example of many like it that have been bouncing around. The monster in question was exterminated 6 months ago. I already confirmed it from the individual ID implanted in its body. They handled it in secret to prevent any nasty rumors about the Hero Association from spreading. And the reason he's telling Schneck this is because he just doesn't want him, wasting his time. And this is one of the big issues that Child Emperor has with the Hero Association. They're just liars. They're not honest about anything. They don't take accountability. Sounds like the US government. Child Emperor straight up walks out, picks up the phone. He's like, yes, I'm here. And we see the Neo Hero plane come down to pick him up. He has officially gone over to the Neo Heroes. And he's not the only one from the Hero Association, but I won't spoil that. We'll see some more in the next upcoming chapters. Okay, and then we go over to this takoyaki shop and we see Mosquito Girl. She is still alive. It is the same Mosquito Girl, and if you're wondering how in the hell she survived after being smacked into a building and splattering into blood, That's because she didn't actually splatter on the building. She actually ended up flying away. So in the manga, when Saitama smacked her, she just flew up into the sky. And in the anime, there was a lot of blood. It could have just been the blood sac on her. And you actually do get a frame of her flying away. So she wasn't killed by Saitama's smack. Now my question is, what happens when Genus lays eyes on her? This was very interesting. I really don't have too much of an idea why she's in this chapter, with the exception of Dr. Genus, probably just trying to tie into him more as well. I don't think she's going to be a mainstay character. I mean, we got the armored gorilla as well, but she apparently still has some anger issues, and we see the armored ape guy injecting her with something to get her to chill out. I guess he's injecting her with blood so she doesn't get hungry, maybe, because he says she gets angry at getting injected, and he says it's better than getting blood on your hands. So I guess she has to kind of stay in line, otherwise the heroes will kill her, and the monkey guy is administering the vitamin D to her. So she doesn't still have a blood sac because that's what Saitama had smacked off, I guess. So she gets hangry way too fast. Now, Dr. Genus says, this shop actually has a basement. I've got something interesting down there to show you. There's a lot of myths and rumors about what exactly is in Dr. Genus's basement. We've been teased about it. I don't know the full importance. This could be whatever Zombieman's power-up is. It could have something to do with Saitama and God, potentially, but it's super mysterious. It reminds me of the Attack on Titan, Eren Yeager's basement, which you don't get till later on in the series. It seems like it's something like that. Now that Child Emperor has left the Hero Association, the Hero executives are kind of freaking out a little bit. My mask he comes in and he looks very different, and they're like, what the heck, has he got more plastic surgery again? And basically, Child Emperor had created a proposal for how to fix the Hero Association, but the executives didn't even look at it. So Child Emperor just straight up left. And by the way, now he wants to be called Wild Emperor, which I think is kind of, it reminds me of, there was this rap artist growing up called Lil Bow Wow, and then he grew up, and I think at 13 he's like, I'm not Lil Bow Wow now, I'm just Bow Wow. Or like when Snoop Dogg had his little vision journey, and then he wanted to be called Snoop Lion after. The Neo Heroes are very excitedly presenting their brand new hero, Wild Emperor, which will only make it easier and easier for the Neo Heroes to poach more talent from the Hero Association. So, My Mask has a plan. In order to overcome the crisis, we need to restore our lost credibility and have some kind of pillar of spiritual support that can dissuade our current heroes from jumping ship. In other words, the perfect hero, and he wants that to be Saitama. So I think he knows Saitama's true power, but Saitama doesn't look like this one above all hero, the symbol of peace kind of hero. Maybe a My Mask can, I don't know, fix him up, give him a better suit, put a toupee on. But Saitama's not going to go for that crap, obviously. Saitama could care less. But My Mask correctly understands that Saitama is the savior. My Mask tells him that the future of this association depends on whether the Saitama project succeeds or not. I'd like every one of you to do your best not to bring it down. He basically is just calling them all useless. He's coming in there like Trump and, just telling them all, stand back and let me work because you all suck. And he definitely has a point there, because these guys do suck. Like, they're corrupt government officials, basically. They're pocketing a lot of money. They're releasing disasters slowly. They do suck. My Mask isn't wrong. But the thing is, McCoy is there. He is one of those executives, and it turns out that he actually knows My Mask is a monster, and he's like, oh, how a pity it would be if they all just suddenly found out about your true identity. Meaning Sweet Mask being realized as a monster would get hunted by the Neo Heroes, and then McCoy can steal all the data from the Hero Association and bring it to the Neo Heroes so that he will get executive status over there. So we know McCoy, we've seen him in the last 10 chapters or so come in and out. Obviously a very sneaky, corrupt government official, but a little bit stupid too. I don't think this guy's gonna live much longer, but we're basically just seeing how, the peak level of corruption in the Hero Association. So he calls the Neo Heroes on the phone, and that's when we see Ryuman from the Neo Heroes. He's saying the monsters keep coming out and getting stronger. It's gonna be a hot competition, and he starts laughing. And here we get to see the super powerful S-level heroes from the Neo Hero Association. The female is named Webby Gaza. We actually just got a webcomic chapter of her. She's like a fairy with all these magical powers. We know about Axel. We've seen him fight. That's him right there. We also got Infelisnav, Zaydats, And this gentleman among the window is A, who is this psychopath killer. And after we're introduced to all of them, we get introduced to the leader of the Neo Heroes, hopefully next chapter. Big spoilers here. It is Blue, Blast's son, and I am incredibly excited to see him and hear from him and see what he has to say and learn more about God and see him fight. So yeah, not a heavy combat chapter, but boy, do we get a lot of introductions to new concepts, ideas. People are going to be powering up. There's treachery. There's a lot going on in the world of One Punch Man right now, and is only going to continue to get spicier and spicier every chapter from now on. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next One Punch video.